I'm Amy Rogers, and this is my witness of faith. My husband Jim and I took over the running of the food pantry January 2020, and it was easy. It was a well-oiled machine. We had volunteers that did every little tiny little bit. All we had to do is some extra reporting at the end of the month. We can handle that. And then March 2020 happened, and the world changed. The church shut their doors, so we moved outside. We had to make a decision. Are we going to close? And honestly, most of the food pantries in Wake County closed. Most of the resources were no longer available in the beginning of the pandemic. But we didn't. We moved outside. We lost the ability to buy in bulk because everybody was hoarding and the stores weren't letting us buy in bulk. So we asked the congregation if you would just throw in a couple extra things when you shopped and bring them down. And they did. I had a neighbor woman who went all through her neighborhood and picked up from the front porches of her neighbors and brought it to us every Tuesday. We had a small, very small, dedicated group of volunteers that stayed with us. And we did okay. When it got too dangerous, we moved out to the parking lot, and we did curbside. Then, as things got better, we moved to the courtyard. Now we're back inside. And so why did we do that? So many of the pantries closed. Why did we do that? Well, Jesus told Peter, "If you love me, feed my sheep." And that's what we did. There was a young man just sitting right out there on the steps to the education building with his head in his hands waiting for his turn. And I went over to talk to him, and he said, "I don't know how to fill out the registration form. I don't have an address. I'm just out of prison. I'm living in my car with my girlfriend and her 2 kids. I need a job, but there are no jobs. I'll do anything." I said, "Do you have a way to cook things?" And he says, "No, but I'll figure it out." I said, "Do you have a can opener?" And he says, "No, but I'll figure it out." He asked me, "Do you know where I can get clothes?" So we gave him a list of resources. We gave him food he could eat without cooking, and we sent him on his way. There was a woman who'd had a house fire, and her refrigerator was broken. Her husband needed to keep his medication cold, so she was buying ice every couple days in order to keep the medication cold. She asked me where she could get a refrigerator. I said, "Well, maybe Habitat." She says, "They're closed. I've got a referral to them, but nobody will answer the phone. They're closed." So we hooked them up with Steve Murphy, who gave her the little dorm-size refrigerator from the office so that she could have a way to keep her the medication cold. There's a family who takes the bus, comes down, mom, dad, 2 kids, with a big duffel bag. And no matter how much food we gave him, he'd stuff it in the double bag and put it on his shoulder. Kids each would take a little bag, and they'd go off to the bus. There was a woman just last month who said, "Thank you," and blessed. I've had plenty of blessings, I tell you what. And she said, "You're the reason why we can make it to the end of the month." So all these reasons are the reasons why we stayed open. And here's one thing I know. I can't solve all their problems. The family who takes the bus can't afford to get their car fixed. Okay? Everybody's got problems way above anything I can do, but I can do one thing. And that one thing is I can make sure they have food in the house and the kids don't go to bed hungry. And here's what I do know. I can do one thing, but if everybody did just one thing, we could solve all those problems. If that one thing happens to be the food pantry, we will welcome you with open arms. Thank you.